And welcome back here to the PSB Power 48. I'm Marcus Burnett, joined by JL Hemingway. Our next matchup here live for you is going to feature the Missouri Phenoms taking on the Boise, Idaho Hoop Dreams. We appreciate you joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. Hemi, we've got another good matchup to bring live here online.
That's no exaggeration at all, Marcus. You've got two very talented teams, and you've got two up-and-coming guard prospects here that everybody is out here to watch. We'll talk about these kids a little bit later, but before that, that's number 42, Dominique Williams from Meridian, Idaho, knocking down that three-point jumper.
So striking first, the Hoop Dreams. A little bit of miscommunication there. Turnover, ball back over to Hoop Dreams.
Everybody's out here taking a look at number 24 from Boise Hoop Dreams. That's Destiny Slocum, currently an Elite 60 prospect in the nation. 2016 prospect. Has really been lighting it up this summer at the tournaments that she's been playing at, and we're going to get a first-hand look at her this weekend.
Slocum with the ball right now. Hoop Dreams leads by 3. She's going to keep it. Nice defense being played there by the Phenoms, though. They'll get a second opportunity. Unable to get the three-pointer to go there. It's Williams. Ball back over to the Phenoms.
That's Sierra Porter. Marcus, we had her on the broadcast a few years ago at the Real Deal in the Ville. Porter, as you can see, a lefty post player, versatile, mobile. Kid that's already given her verbal commitment to Missouri.
Or Missouri, depending on where you're at, Hemi. She goes to the free throw line there. Makes good on the pair to make it a 3-2 ball game here early on in the first half. Hoop Dreams with it. Narrow one-point advantage here. Three-point attempt cashed in there by number 42, Dominique Williams.
Williams off to a fast start here in this game, knocking down 2 3-pointers. 6-2 lead early for the Hoop Dreams. It'll be Phenoms ball there along the sideline. It'll be inbounded by number 25, Riley Rose. Here's Sutton. Sutton over to Rose. Nice pass inside. And I have a foul there against the Hoop Dreams. It's going to go against number 21, Raquel Jardine. That's going to send number 44, Lauren Miller, to the free throw line. Miller out of Kirkwood, Missouri. Second free throw on the way. Count it, 6-3 ball game here. You got to think about two prospects along that front line for the Phenom. Good size, Miller and Porter. Great size and both lefties. How often do you see that?
Sure, Brandon Clay, who's sitting baseline for this one. You know, he's always a fan of all things southpaw. We got a bucket there. Another one for Dominique Williams. It's an 8-3 ball game, and Dominique Williams has all 8 for Hoop Dreams.
Riley Rose out here with the ball, handling it. She's a 2015 point guard, as you can see. Already given her verbal commitment to Missouri State. She finds Miller underneath.
And Miller does the rest inside to make it an 8-5 ball game. They're going to give Williams another one from the top of the key. She's off the mark on that one, though. Rebound by Sutton. Sutton going to try a tray ball of her own just off the back of the rim. Going to have a foul on the floor there. It's going to go against Williams of Hoop Dreams.
Yeah, Alicia Sutton, 2016 kid. Really getting some good exposure here. See Coach Brenda Freeze over there on the front line. California, UCLA, Washington 3 deep. We got LSU, Oklahoma, DePaul. Coach Andy Landers from Georgia.
Nice pass ahead there. Good look by Williams. Fouled on the play and headed to the free throw line, number 21 for the Hoop Dreams. It's going to be Raquel Jardine.
You know, so much of July basketball is having good matchups, you know, to where you can play quality teams against other, you know, quality prospects. That's one of the great things that Brandon Clay does here at Peach State basketball events. You've got Destiny Slocum and Riley Rose and Alicia Sutton all squaring off right here in front of a back wall full of coaches.
Blocking foul called there. In pain initially, but getting up is Slocum.
You know, one of the things that I've heard about Slocum, and this is actually my first opportunity to get to watch her, obviously talented, you know, skilled, you know, all of those things that you want out of a ball player. But one of the compliments I heard about her was the fact that she just plays with such good energy and a good attitude, regardless of if they're up 20 or down 20. You know, she's still giving good effort. And that play right there, even though she got called for the foul, the fact that she stepped in and tried to take a charge, you know, it's not every top 10 player that you see out there that is willing to sacrifice her body to be able to do that.
Not at all. Great point there, Hemi. Porter's off the mark there on that three-point attempt. Slocum brings it the other way. 3-point advantage for the Hoop Dreams. Slocum trying to get her own long rebound. That ball will be last touched by Slocum. So back over to the Phenom. Sutton with it. No real movement taking place around Sutton at this point, so she's going to take it on her own and earn a trip to the charity stripe.
See her ability to create off of the dribble, to be able to go left or right. Sutton's quite a talented kid. You can see that they play her on the ball and off of the ball.
Makes good on the first free throw. No good on the second, but an offensive rebound. Just taken advantage of there by number 44, Lauren Miller.
You know, as much as we want to talk about, you know, the higher profile kids, you know, a lot of times it's the complementary players that have an ability to get an extra look because they're playing on this big stage. Kids like Lauren Miller and Dominique Williams both have an opportunity to come out here and get a look that they otherwise would not have gotten.
That's a great perspective to have. One of the more memorable interviews that we had during an SUV webcast during the high school season. Got a chance to talk with Kyle Castlin of Hillgrove, one of the top players coming out of the state of Georgia. Signed on to play college ball at Columbia, but he talked about Hillgrove's potential state run and how for his teammates he really wanted to be able to win as many games in March as possible, because he knew for some of the unsigned guys, uncommitted guys, that the more that they won, the more eyeballs that would be on them from a coach's and exposure standpoint. And to hear that type of perspective from a player that's still in high school was something that was definitely memorable.
What a great point, Marcus. And, you know, that's such the delicate balance of travel basketball or exposure basketball, and a great step back there by Sutton. It doesn't fall. So obviously you want to play to win, but at the same time, you've got to make sure that you're in the right positions to be able to get exposure. So I think Castlin's perspective is right on there. Nice job by Porter showing her mobility. You know, not only does she have the length inside, but boy, she can really run up and down the court.
She gives the Phenoms their first advantage of the game. Dominique Williams, who gave Hoop Dreams the advantage initially, no good on that three-pointer. He's already got 2 here in the first half. Can't get that one to go. Nine minutes, 15 seconds left to play here in the first half. Three-pointer on the way, nothing but net. That tray ball splashed through by Tori Williams.
Tori Williams, 5'8" guard out here, 2017 kid. What better way to get some exposure ahead of time, even before going into your senior year? That's what Williams is doing here at the Power 48.
Tough shot there on the jump hook by Miller. Good defense. She goes to the deck to get it. Officials called the jump ball. Possession arrow is going to send it over to Hoop Dreams. Coming into the game for Boise, number 15, Alyssa Case. And Destiny Slocum checking back into the game as well. Turnover there by Hoop Dreams. Here's Rose, gets it over to Sutton. Sutton behind the back, floater. Can't get that shot to go, but we've definitely seen some good moves from Sutton here early on in this game. You talked about the step back jumper that she took a couple minutes ago. Nice take there. Shot's not falling, but still being able to see some of what she can do. That shot off the mark there by Teagues. Slocum had to watch it, and she knew she had to watch it. She kind of slowed up and made sure she avoided the contact. Unfortunately for her, the official saw it otherwise. And that's one of those things, Hemi, to where, you know, unfortunately for Slocum and the Hoop Dreams, the official called that foul, but I just appreciate the savvy of Slocum because she really did go into that situation slowing up, knowing that she couldn't get another foul there. You know, definitely good awareness there. Unfortunately for her, the official just saw it the other way that time.
Yeah, those things will happen, and that's why here at PeachDayBasketball.com events.
With the Phenoms. Pass nearly stolen, but Roundtree retains possession. No good on the jump shot there. Ball back over to the Hoop Dreams. Burns just off on that shot. Checking back into the game for Boise. Number 42, Dominique Williams. So we see the full back row of coaches here on hand to watch this one at the Power 48.
Yeah, it's been a solid contest thus far, but it just appears that both teams are still finding their way, trying to get their feet underneath them. You know, not any real rhythm to the game. You know, some fouls and different things. Not a sloppy game by any means, but both teams, you know, really just feeling their way as far as all this stuff goes. Big first half here. Couple of threes, a layup, and now this jumper. I'm not very good at math, but I just counted 10 points right there.
10-piece nugget. Ask her what kind of sauce she wants, Hemi. Miller, good move. Gets it to go off the window.
Miller's had a big half herself too, working down there on the block. Soft touch by the lefty.
Making it a 14-13 ball game. Good movement, good pass, but good defense also by Miller. But that bucket scored by number 22, Jardine, for the Hoop Dreams.
Good job of being persistent on the offensive glass, being at the right spot at the right time, showing that you don't have to necessarily be perfect on the first opportunity, but if you follow up and stay persistent, good things will happen, and that's exactly what.
Porter was working inside. Demanded the ball, got it, and gets a trip to the free throw line as a result. Porter misses the first free throw. Gets the second one to bounce around and go down. 2-point game. Back out top to Williams. Three-pointer off the mark there for Jardine. Sutton no good on the elbow jumper, but again, Miller.
Miller's having herself a big day, and just one of those days where just giving good effort and being in the right spot at the right time. And right on cue, I believe that was 42, yeah? Dominique Williams coming up with yet another bucket this half.
She's scoring in a variety of ways. Timely contribution as well, with Destiny Slocum having to sit for a majority of this second part of the first half due to foul trouble. Two-point advantage for Hoop Dreams. Sutton forces the issue there. Nice defense. Gonna have a foul there against the Phenom, so it'll stay with Hoop Dreams. Things getting a little chippy at different points throughout this game, all within the game though. A lot of physical play inside when you've got to deal with both Lauren Miller as well as Sierra Porter on the inside. I think the game has no choice but to be a little physical at times.
And such a well-played game too. Miller, however, not worried about anything that we're talking about. She is stroking this ball from well beyond the arc. Nice shot right there.
15 first half points already for Dominique Williams out of Centennial High School. They're in Meridian, Idaho. Nice pass by Sutton, finished by Miller.
Just seems to be a recurring theme here, Marcus. Miller and Williams, Miller and Williams.
Repeat mode. Similar mode as the Koenig to Jackson connection that we had during last game. Referring to BC's finest who played on our previous webcast.
Hey, if it works, right?
It's not broke, don't fix it. Trying to get some things going on her end there. Williams, a nice layup inside.
That's her second bucket of the half. Heading into a minute and a half left in this half. And you got the Hoop Dreams up 5. And what a big lead this is for the Hoop Dreams when Slocum has had to have played most of this game, or sit most of this half, I should say, on the bench with foul trouble.
Ball's loose, not for long. Hoop Dreams pick it up. Jardine gets it to Williams, who's been Drano so far here in the first half. Deep two. That one's good. Danielle Jardine gets the bucket to go. QV, I'm Marcus Burnett, he's J.L. Hemingway, and we'll catch you back here after halftime here live from the PSB Power 48.
I don't know if it's just because this is the 5th game that I've done in less than 24 hours.
PSB Power 48, Marcus Burnett joined by J.L. Hemingway. Hoop Dreams trying to be brought to fruition here by the representatives out of Boise, Ohio. They're going against a talented Missouri Phenoms team that's had a two-headed monster inside in the form of Lauren Miller and Sierra Porter. But still, it's an 8-point advantage for the Hoop Dreams. Hemi, your thoughts going into this second half?
Well, we talked about Slocum and Sutton coming into this game, but interestingly enough, it's been two of the more complimentary players that headline this. Lauren Miller, 11 points for the Missouri Phenom, number 44 there in white. He's had a big game, but then it's been Dominique Miller's day, really. 13 points off of 3 3-pointers. She's had a big day playing off of Slocum and the rest of her Hoop Dreams teammates. So it will be interesting to see who can gain the momentum coming into this second half. Will it be Slocum to be able to take it the distance?
Jardine can't get the bucket to go. Porter with the rebound. Sutton feeds it inside to Miller. Miller's going to be fouled by Williams.
I like what the Phenom are doing here. A little inside-outside attack, and they're actually going to give Miller 2 shots here. Hoop Dreams had the right idea by bringing the help side across to try to take away the lob pass. Unfortunately, though, in that situation, they ended up fouling, and Miller showing the solid free throw form there, knocks down the first.
Second one on the way. Counted as well. That'll bring the Phenoms to within 4. Case gets it over to Williams. They get it. Oh, no travel call.
Seem to have just the inside track on post players there in the Missouri-Arkansas area. Not only do they have Sierra Porter in their program, but of course Fisha Collier, who's not with them today, the UConn commit, top 5 prospect in the nation. Was also a part of this program. Lauren Miller, the next in the long line of this, but right now the Hoop Dreams getting the fast break layup.
Got to push their lead to 7 points. Just under the 12-minute mark left to play here in the second half. Sutton to Rose.
Wow.
Big to big, Porter to Miller. We talked about Dominique Williams and her 15 points in the first half for Hoop Dreams. I'd love to see the official tally of Miller's point total here in this game as well.
Well, she had 11 at the half.
Now pulled out of there. Slocum with the mid-range.
Nice flare screen on the weak side to pull Slocum. Slocum is visibly hobbled right now, but still finding a way to be productive. And again, like we talked about in the first half, just her energy that she brings. You see her talking on defense here through the ball screen. Just a natural leader.
Just short on that jumper. 5-point ball game. Roundtree gonna try a three-pointer. No good, rebound. Pulled in by the Hoop Dreams. Foul there against the Phenoms.
You know, maybe it's because Louisville is sitting 3 deep right underneath the basket right here, but there's a quality about Slocum that actually reminds me of current Atlanta Dream WNBA player and Louisville standout, Shoni Schimmel. She's got that spirit about her and obviously very talented too. Maybe I'm seeing something that's not there, but I kind of see the same thing in Slocum.
We see another mid-range jumper knocked down there by Sutton. Henny, I'm not as familiar with the Louisville player you referenced, but pardon me if I'm a little biased here. If you make the comparison, I'm going to give it a certain amount of credence right off the bat, man.
Well, you've got to make sure that you watch this Schimmel kid play, Marcus. She's an exciting player and really taking the WNBA by storm right now. And was just a terrific player for Coach Jeff Walls for 4 years.
Sutton passes ahead to Rose. Rose tracks it down and brings the Phenoms to within 3 points.
Danger zone right here for the Hoop Dreams. After being up, 6 to 8 points for most of the game now, they've seen their lead be cut to 3. So they're going to have to regroup and make sure that they get back in transition, not give up any more of those easy baskets like you see right there.
We've got 8 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in this one. The SUV rolls on to Augusta, Georgia from here for webcast from the Elite 32 Summer Jam Session 1. Just up Highway 20. And then, of course, we'll have 4 championships webcast from the Session 2 of the Elite 32 as well.
Busy time for you, Marcus, but also an exciting time to be able to see a lot of basketball and many of the stars of the future. One day you'll be watching some women's college basketball, watching Destiny Slocum and saying, hey, I remember that kid at All Tournament Players Park. in Marietta, Georgia.
Can't beat it, man. Ricky Bobby was wrong, man. I'm the one living the dream, Chief. All of this basketball. Porter with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Sutton. Here's Burns going baseline. No soup there. Jardine with the steal, gets it to Williams. Now it won't go.
Great job by number 30 from the Missouri Phenom, Jordan Roundtree. From St. Louis, Missouri, class of 2016.
Got to be able to get any rebound you have access to with Miller getting a breather on the Phenom's bench. Risky pass there. Burns a little late. Going to be called for the foul.
We talk about it all the time, Marcus, the idea of momentum. And right now, momentum is definitely with the Phenom. Destiny Slocum going to the bench, visibly in pain right now after turning that ankle.
In obvious pain, and everybody from the parents and spectators to us, to the coaches along the baseline can see that she's in pain, doing her best to play through it, and it's still been effective here in the second half, despite what's going on there. But Williams trying to make sure they hold on to this 1-point advantage here with about 6 minutes left. Still comes right back. Hesitation into the rack.
Ooh.
No, sir, says Lauren Miller as she blocks that ball off the back of Williams.
What better way to get a block shot? If you can't grab it yourself, well then just go ahead and block it off of the shooter. But Sutton's starting to take this game over with her playmaking ability.
Got her with the hezzy. Went to the rack, even finished through a little bit of contact to make it a 39-38 advantage in favor of the Phenom. Williams over to Slocum. Slocum.
What a performance this kid is putting on. She's limping up the court in visible pain and still knocking down threes.
It's a gutsy performance, Hemi. I thought with the way she was limping, it was her ankle, but it was actually that back that she came down on awkwardly in the first half. And, you know, not that ankle pain is a walk in the park, but back pain is a little bit different. There's nothing that you can do. You can't even sneeze without feeling back pain. Slocum still finding a way to play through it. They have a 2-point advantage after that 3 ball that she just hit. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to try and hold on to this one, but she's got some formidable opponents in the way in the form of the Phenoms. Lauren Miller, who you see working inside, as well as Sutton, the point guard for the Phenoms.
I thought that was pretty good defense down there by Williams. Got her hands straight up and deflected that shot just enough to keep Miller off the mark.
Riley Rose coming the other way. Nobody steps up, so she takes the pull-up jumper. They will have the loose ball roll right to her. Here's Sutton. Good defense on that shot. Tough shot right there by Sutton. Good job of contesting there by Dominique Williams. Slocum, that pass a little too tall for Williams. The Phenoms trying to apply some pressure. Going to be off the foot of Miller.
Yeah, first time we've seen any real full court pressure by either team. Going a little 2-2-1 zone press by the Phenom.
Slocum had the pass knocked away. Got on her horse to hustle and get it back.
And you get a glimpse of the ball skill that Slocum has right there. And even if she is hobbled a little bit with whatever injury that she has, she's still taking the bump and giving the bump out.
Barely able to bend over, still has the ball on a string there. Dominique Williams short on that jump shot. Irvin will get it over to Sutton. We're approaching the 3-minute mark here. Still a 2-point advantage for Hoop Dreams. Ooh. Unfortunate foul there for Jardine. Was nothing intentional, but still a foul nonetheless. The legs got caught up there.
I like the high-low look that the Phenom used right there by putting one post on the elbow and then flashing the other post to the opposite block. That diagonal pass is very hard to defend. And speaking of things hard to defend, Sierra Porter at 6'3", handling on the perimeter and then going baseline. That's pretty hard to defend too. Great job there by Porter.
She ties the ball game at 41. Jardine can't get the first shot to go. She gets an offensive rebound, kicks it out to Slocum. Slocum off the mark, rebounded by Sutton.
Whoa.
Sutton no good on the shot. Miller with the rebound. Lauren Miller headed to the free throw line.
What a move there by Sutton. A sidestep to get that shot up. And once again, you see the second shot. The second opportunity usually is the most deadly when it comes to these type of situations.
And that's where Sutton's been so effective this entire game. Even when some of those mid-range shots and nice moves that we saw early on weren't falling, they were still good shots. And she did a good job of getting Miller, getting Porter touches, and getting everybody involved to where even when the Hoop Dreams were leading, you know, by 6 to 8 points for the majority of the first half, they were still in the hunt and still able to have a flow, even though they trailed early on.
She's gotten it going here late, but a kid that's had it going the entire time is Miller.
Yes. Trapped in the corner. Coach Williams gets a timeout. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left to play in this one. It's a 2-point advantage for the Missouri Phenoms, who trailed most of the game, but are right here in the thick of things as they have a 2-point advantage here. We approach the 2-minute mark.
Good time out there, gonna regroup. Certainly don't want to turn it over in that type of situation. Give yourself a chance to get a good shot. If I'm Coach Shambrick right here, I'm finding a way to get the ball to Destiny Slocum in any way possible. Let her make a play, create for herself or somebody else. Try to get this thing tied going under 2 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dominique Wilkins is one of Dominique Wilkins. We are in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I'm referring to Dominique Williams, number 42, for the Hoop Dreams, who has been a key resource for them here in this game. I think with the attention that she can draw, it will really help kind of free up Slocum, who's done a good job of moving without the ball here in the second half. Williams going to kick it out to Jardine. Jardine off the mark there. Coach Williams implores his team to move the ball there on that possession. You like to at least see Slocum get a touch there. She tries to turn the D up on Sutton. Riley Rose going to pull up along the baseline, no good. Good heads-up play there by Williams to throw it off the leg of Porter. Nice
savvy play. They'll retain possession of the basketball here. They'll get another shot at it. Kind of ironic, this entire game the Phenom have been playing from behind, and now going under the two-minute mark. Now it's Boise finds themselves behind.
Slocum has it.
Oh no, you can't let her go, but they're lucky on that shot.
Shot just in and out. Pass inside, Porter doesn't finish. Foul gonna go against Tori Williams. Got her at the body.
You can see the advantage there of a big kid like Porter that can run the floor from end to end. Good hands, good mobility. Gonna draw the foul here and shoot a couple free throws.
1 minute, 13 seconds left to play. Tori Williams goes right at Porter. Has it blocked, but is able to pick up the pieces. That shot off the mark, won't stay down for Cassidy Teagues. Sutton has it poked away, but unfortunately for the Hoop Dreams, right to Miller, who's going to find Porter for her second consecutive trip to the free throw line.
Unfortunate for Boise, but for Missouri, way to hang in there, and now they've increased this thing to a 2-possession lead.
And if you're the Phenoms, you're going to have to continue hitting your free throws. It's 54 seconds and counting left to play in this one. Slocum's going to have that knocked away, and she slides, and her back goes right into the leg of Porter. I mean, beyond the scoring that she was able to do, you know, in the second half, Hemi, just, you know, really recap the intangibles that you've been able to see from Slocum through the course of this game.
Well, you talk about leadership, energy, vocalness.
Dominique Williams with the step back three.
This thing is not over by any means. A hot hand with Williams brings this thing back to a 2-point game.
33 seconds left to play in the ball game. As I alluded to roughly a minute ago, if you're the Phenoms, you're going to have to continue to go to the line and hit free throws to close this out. Hoop Dreams not planning on going quietly. Hitting the free throw on the front end there. Ariana Irvin out of Lee Summit, Missouri. In and out on the second. 3-point deficit.
Big miss right there. Still a 1-possession game.
Ball slipped a little bit out of Williams' hands. Jardine with the rebound. Catch and shoot by Tori Williams is just in and out. That's Sutton going to be fouled on the play. Well, that shot there by Tori Williams couldn't have been any closer to going down.
Yeah, not only that, they got 2 cracks at it as well.
Yeah.
You know, they got a decent look by Williams and an even better look there by Tori. Two-possession game here.
Williams
needs
with
some help.
Williams with the dish.
No timeouts. Well, 2 free throws should seal it here.
Coach Williams still has 1 timeout. If this first free throw is made, which it is, we'll give the Phenoms a 3-point advantage. 4.3 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, we're going to have a shot here.
It's off the mark. Coach Williams calls a timeout. And even Coach Williams kind of grins himself because he wanted a timeout to set something up, but I don't think he was expecting Phenoms to fall back like that right after Williams got that rebound. Williams had kind of got it and was looking to put it into motion. It's tough to be able to get a quality shot off the inbounds with, 3 seconds to work with here. And it's not like, it's an NBA setting where they can advance the ball, but of course hindsight's 20/20, so if you're Coach Williams, you want to err on the side of getting a timeout.
You still have time for a pass and maybe 2 dribbles. So that first pass is going to have to come in pretty deep. If you get a second pass, there can't be any dribbles. 3.5 seconds is plenty of time, but you're going to have to execute pretty precisely right here.
I think Williams is going to have to be a key factor here if she can get it. She gets a good look at it, kicks it over to Dominique Williams for 3.
Oh. And An exciting finish to that game. You got the ball to the kid that had the hot hand. Unfortunately, it just rims out. Well played game by both teams. Hats off to the Phenom.